And we're back for the top of the 6th inning. Cougars made a pitching change. Zach Torres' day is done. After 5 complete innings and 3 earned runs and 4 strikeouts, it is now Zach Trevino's turn. The right-handed freshman is going to be taking the mound for the Cougars to try and close this game out.
Close the game out? What are you talking about?
Well, it's late in the game. Cougars trying to hang on to their chances of winning here.
Tight inside pitch. Looks like it's a ball.
Kurt Trotter is the batter for the Condors.
Do what?
Foul ball.
Trotter fouls off that pitch.
I'm just chilling. Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. Doing great.
All right. Got another helicopter. Takes
Trotter
a swing at a low pitch.
Swinging at some dirt for strike 2.
Oh, leaves that one low this time. Ball 2-2. Oh, strike 3. Got him on the inside. First one down for the Cougars. They throw the ball around.
That is a very nice, very quick at-bat for Trevino there.
Good start.
That is a good start to the top of the 6th inning for the Cougars.
Oh, hit him. First pitch. Right on the elbow there.
That is not a good start for the Cougars.
Well, just getting the jitters out here. That was only his 5th or 6th pitch, I believe, so.
Yeah. Antonio Gonzalez, the left fielder, is coming up to bat. That was Mark Hernandez that he hit. And it looks like the Condors are going with a pinch runner. They go with number 2, Michael Jester, is now coming up as a pinch runner for Mark Hernandez.
I don't know if you can tell from the camera shot, but our papers are flying because it's a little windy out here.
Well, I don't think they'd have the cameras on us at this point. I mean, they want the game.
You had me. Looks like a low ball.
Trevino's first pitch to Gonzalez is low.
We're having fun out here. You having fun, Connor?
I'm having so much fun.
Ooh, a big swing and a miss.
Counts 1-1 to Gonzalez. That pitch is low for ball 1. Jester holds at first base.
Runner staying on the base until the pitcher comes set.
Trevino tries to pick off Jester to no avail. Jester comes back safe. Condors are now able to take larger leads as Trevino is in fact a right-handed pitcher and Tor was lefty, so you'd have to take a much shorter lead with a lefty as opposed to when you're facing a righty.
Just a little bit, yep. There you go. That looked like an off speed. In there for a strike. Two and two.
Trevino checks back to
Oh,
first base. That
ball
gets past
goes
Snaggle.
past.
He
Runner
can't find
stays
it.
at first. He's going to stay. Oh, did not bounce up in time. He's going to stay at first base.
That could have been very bad for the Cougars. Count is still 2-2 to Gonzalez. Trevino's pitch.
Oh, foul ball right
That is-
down here by the right field line.
That ball is foul.
Batter stays alive.
Look at that, Raymond Chackin. Look at him.
Oh, another hit by pitch. That's
That
not
is
good.
2 straight batters that Trevino has hit. Trevino's now has now found himself in a jam. He's got runners on first and second with only 1 out.
Let's hope the defense can pick up those mistakes.
He's certainly hoping so. Condors are back to the top of the order. Jose Parga is digging in.
Low ball one. Catcher's going to come talk to the pitcher here.
He definitely should. He's beaten the past 2 batters after what was a pretty strong beginning to his first inning here. He began with a strikeout and then just seemed to go downhill from there.
I think he just needs to get over the ball for his release. We got a 1-0 count.
Trevino sets. And
Oh,
his-
checks the runner at second.
Back on the rubber. He sets. His 1-0 pitch.
Foul ball, strike 1. Right here, that looked right down the middle. Strike 2. Cougars really trying to make sure that the Condors do not get a run here so that they can take the lead. We're still at 3-3. The Cougars have 5 hits and the Condors have 3. They also, teams share 2 errors each. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball right above our heads.
And thank you again to that roof and whatever architects may have built this place. We thank you again for saving our lives. Whatever McCarty must have said to Trevino, I guess it worked because he seemed to be much calmer. He's been able to throw a couple strikes. And he hasn't hit the batter.
Batter's playing good though, making sure nothing close. I think he's hit 2 foul balls. So we're at least at 5 pitches for this batter. Strike
The 1-2
3.
pitch is looked
Gets
at.
him.
Parga will go down looking. That is Trevino's second strikeout of the inning. Daniel Cabral coming up for the Condors. Trevino looking to get himself out of this jam. He's got 2 down with a runner on first and second. Trevino's first pitch is in the dirt.
Runner stay. Your game today is being filmed by the Cuesta Film, TV, and Media Department, headed by John Arno.
Ran by the students.
Strike one. We got a 1-1 count now.
I like to say this film and TV course is very beneficial to any students who might be wanting to go into some sort of broadcasting or media.
Ball 2. Catcher throws to first base to check the runner. Yeah, I agree. It's very hands-on. It's quite fun to be out here.
Yeah, we're having fun here. We filmed the volleyball games. We filmed water polo. We filmed wrestling, baseball, and softball.
Basketball as well.
Basketball as well. Getting all these students hands-on experience that you can't really find many other places.
True that. We got a foul ball. Count is now 2-2.
Trevino sets. His 2-2 delivery to Cabral. He's in the dirt. Runners stay at first and second, however.
Got a full count coming up.
Trevino's 3-2 pitch is swung on and driven into right field. And Gabe Barthelmess makes the catch. That'll end the inning for the Condors.
That was a good situation they got out of.
Cougars escape, having given up 0 runs. And we are back.
Here we go.
We are back with the bottom of the 6th inning. And we are back, and Austin Nagel will be leading off. Aiden Nagel, sorry. Aiden Nagel will be leading off for the Cougars. Trying to take over the lead here in the 6th.
And then you got to say, takes a ball.
Brandon
Low.
Townley.
Low ball 1.
Brandon Townley is still in the game here for the Condors. They're sticking with him.
He's not pitching from the windup, even though there are no runners on.
He's pitched from the stretch the whole game.
Oh.
That seems to be an unorthodox decision, but it seems to have worked out at least a little bit for him.
That's how he likes it.
He's only given up 5 hits so far in the
Only 5.
Nagel
Ground ball down the first base line is foul.
And the Condors will send someone down to pick it up. Look at that, MVP.
The real MVP.
Raymond Chakin.
The real MVP.
That is my guy right there, Raymond Chakin, or Chasen, I don't know. Townley's 1-2 pitch.
Curveball. Looks like it was. I could not tell. Looks like outside to me. What do you think, Connor?
That looked a little outside. Counts 3-1. The real MVPs, though, of this game are the guys who get those foul balls.
You got to put in your miles. As a freshman in high school, I got so many foul balls. But then as a sophomore, I finally got 3 at-bats.
Nice. Nagel took strike 2, thinking that was ball 4. He's ready to toss his bat and head down the line. Umpire said otherwise. Counts 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch.
Oh,
That
it was close. He flicks his bat and gets to walk.
Just misses for ball 4.
That was close.
That was very, very close. David Martinez is coming up to the bat. Hoping to have a repeat of his last at-bat where he knocked a gigantic home run over the 370 sign. He takes the first pitch from Townley for strike 1. That pitch is in the dirt. Nagel holds it first. Count is now 1-1 to Hernandez. Martinez.
You know, with the way the wind is blowing here, it might help a little bit. If that ball gets up, it's probably going to stay up a little longer.
The wind's going to help it carry.
True. Another low ball.
Pitchers are probably going to try and keep them low because they've probably taken into account that wind factor. And they know that anything in the air has got the chance to carry.
Yeah, you can see by the waving of that flag out there that if that ball gets high, it's going to stay high.
Count is 2-1.
Oh, we got a ground ball second baseman.
Ground ball to short.
Looks like they turn a double play here.
Cabral to Parga, and Parga back to Hernandez for the 4-6-3 double play.
Well executed by the Condors. This time they did get it. Last time they tried to pull the double play off. That shortstop pulled his foot. This time he made sure to keep it there.
Yes, he did. Gabe Barthelmus is now up for the Cougars. Townley's first pitch is low for ball 1.
Oh,
Second
the 1-0 pitch
swung
is lined to the shortstop.
Line to Parga.
He digs it out of the dirt. The runner beats it. Safe.
Looks like Hernandez pulled his foot. The Oxnard bench does not like it.
Coach is coming out to talk to the pitcher. Oh, no, he's talking to the umpire.
Yeah, he's coming to debate with the umpire. That was a very well executed play by Parga, staying with the ball even though he kind of bobbled it at first.
That was a hot shot down in the dirt right by his feet.
He was able to come up with it and make that very nice throw. I couldn't tell if he pulled his foot or if he just maybe beat it by a step.
You know that one of the practice things that the Condors are going to do at their next practice is making sure they keep their foot on the bag here now that they've had 2 times where someone pulled their foot off the bag before they caught the ball and the runner was safe because of it.
Well, this is their last game of the season, so they can't really
Oh,
practice that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, they could.
I didn't know what place the Condors were in if they were going to be continuing.
The Condors, I believe, are in last place. Or if not last place, very close to it. The coaches...
in their division, yeah. I'm just not sure what they sit at in the state. Line up. Pitches in the dirt.
The coach's appeal fails. The first pitch to Zach Barron is a ball.
Breaking ball. Does not get in there. It looks like it was outside. Two outs here for the Condors. They're trying to get this last one and get back into hit. Runner's got a fairly decent lead off of first. Oh, and he goes to check him. Safe.
Townley tried this last time Barthelmess was on base. He tried about 3 or 4 times to pick him off. Each time to no avail. Barthelmess likes to get those big leads.
A liner to center.
Into center field. Does not quite have the distance as Raul Sandoval will squeeze the glove on it, and that will end the Cougars at bat.
We'll talk to you in the 7th inning. Score still 3-3.
And we are back for the top of the 7th inning. Ramon Gomez is digging in for the Condors. Sorry.
Ground ball.
First pitch is fielded cleanly by Ruben Mercado, and he throws over to Nagel for out number 1. Coming up to bat now is Nico Lima. That first pitch misses for ball 1.
Do you know if they play 7 or?
Trevino has a similar approach to Townley in that he doesn't pitch from the windup. He's pitching from the stretch in this one as well.
Do they do 7 or 9 innings?
I don't know. I'll go ask Pete.
That pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. That ball ripped into center field.
That's going to be in the gap. Right fielder, just gets by him, goes to the fence. He's going to throw it to second base here. Renner's going third.
And that ball he is in there with a triple. Nico Lima now has a home run and a triple in this game. He has definitely been the Condors MVP of today's game. That ball just got past Gabe Barthelmess in right field. Went over to the fence.
Might be a costly mistake.
Just might be.
If he would have kept it in front, runner might have stayed at second. But with him at third now, scoring position.
And with only 1 out. Austin Maciel's up to bat now. Trevino's first pitch is a called strike.
Strike 2. You think the Condors might try for a suicide bunt of their own here?
Maybe not with 2 strikes, but I would think maybe with the next batter, if Marcial can get on. That ball's lined back to Trevino.
Runner's going to stay. They're going to get their
second out. Very well played by Trevino. Looking down Lima back at third and throwing it back over to Nagel to get that second out.
I think if there was any time to do a suicide, it would have been probably on that batter. I think you were right, probably on the first pitch.
Yeah, if they were going to do it, it can't be with 2 strikes, because if you bunt with 2 strikes and it goes foul, you're automatically out. So
here we go with the first pitch.
Raul Sandoval's digging in.
Foul ball. This is a close game here at Cuesta College.
It is. Much unlike the softball game we covered, where the Cougars fell, I believe it was 7-1.
Another foul ball. Counts 0-2.
Trevino seems to have found his rhythm here in this 7th inning.
Just in time.
Yeah, giving up only 1 hit. However, it was a triple, so we'll see how he can capitalize or if he can answer back.
Oh, we got a pop-up.
Looks like Green settling under it at second base. Gets called off.
Shortstop makes the catch.
Ruben Mercado gets the 3rd out for the Cougars.
That was a tight situation they got out of there. Still a tied game as the Cougars come up to bat here.
We'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th inning. And we are back with the bottom of the 7th inning. Score is still tied 3-3. Thomas Green is digging in here for the Cougars.
Foul ball that is way behind the backstop. Count's going to be 0-1.
It looks like the Condors are sending someone to the bullpen.
The 0-1 pitch. Low.
Low, little outside.
Oh, we got a pop up to left field. Looks like it's going to stay in. Out number 1.
And Antonio Gonzalez makes the catch.
Lays down a bunt right down the third base line.
Looks like it stayed fair. Oh no, it's foul. Just foul.
Well executed. He's going to try and bunt for a base hit there. He would have had it too.
Condors seem to be warming up 2 pitchers. Number 12, Shane Flanagan, and number 5, Jason Gomez, both seem to be getting loose for the Condors.
We got another line ball. This one's out to center. Could drop short. Nope.
No,
Picks it up.
That is handled by Raul Sandoval for out number 2. Cougars back to the top of their lineup with Balin Markridge. Top of the Cougars order hasn't been very productive thus far today. Markridge hoping to change that a bit. Downley's first pitch misses for ball 1.
Curveball inside, ball 2. Oh, lays down a bunt. That one is going to stay fair.
Looks
The
like
throw
he
is
beat
not
the
in
run
time.
by half a step. He beat the run. That was very well executed by Markridge there. Catcher Ryan McCarty is going to come up to bat.
Risky move there, but it pays off.
I would not be able to do that. I do not have near the speed to do that. Townley's first pitch is in there for strike one.
Checks the runner. Ooh, change up. I mean curveball. Curveball's going to be another strike.
Townley's getting a little encouragement from his outfielders. Count is 0-2. That pitch is high for ball one.
Bus. Oh. Go to work.
Markridge goes.
Oh, foul ball.
You guys have fun cleaning up.
Stays alive. Keeps this inning going.
Cougars trying to execute a hit and run. Here's one. Nope. Tries to check Markridge back at first base.
Here's the 1-2. Oh, he checks the runner again. He does not want that guy to steal.
Well, I don't think he's got much of a choice. It looks like the Cougars still have that hit and run going. So no matter what, Markridge is going to be stealing. Nope, and he checks back again. Hernandez doesn't even seem to be trying to tag Markridge when he gets the ball thrown at him.
Just trying to shorten his lead.
That ball's popped up high in the air. Might still be in play. It is not.
Hits the top of the dugout. First baseman and the catcher are both right at the line there, ready to make that play if possible.
Luckily that wasn't a little more shallow, otherwise it would have hit one of our cameras.
Yeah, it wasn't too far from him.
That would not have made our teacher happy.
But those are the risks you take when you record sporting events here at Cuesta College with the film department.
Yeah, you don't have much protection from flying projectiles.
At least we're not on the dugout for this one.
True. Townley checks back. Markridge is still safe.
Pitcher steps off. Counts 1-2. Runner on first base, 2 outs.
1-2 pitch to McCarty. That ball is swung on and driven into left field.
For the third out of the inning.
The third out, Antonio Gonzalez makes the catch.
We are going into the 8th.
And we are back for the top of the 8th inning. The score is still tied, 3-3. And Harley is also left, so I'm alone again. Zach Trevino's first pitch is a ball. Second pitch also misses for ball 2. That pitch by Trevino is called strike one.
It's that way.
That pitch is in the dirt for ball three. Trevino sets for the 3-1. That pitch is chopped to third base. David Martinez handles it and throws it over to Nagel for out number one. Coming up next for the Condors is the first baseman, Mark Hernandez. However, Mark Hernandez was pinch ran for by Michael Jester, so it will be Michael Jester stepping in and not Mark Hernandez. That first pitch is taken for ball one. That pitch is driven out to left center field. It looks like Mark Ridge has got it for out number two. Does a little slide there, maybe lost his footing. But he seems okay. Trevino's first pitch to Antonio Gonzalez is a ball. Gonzalez rips that into left field. That is fair. Barron is giving chase to it. Gonzalez is gonna be held up at first base. And Gonzalez is in there with a stand-up single. Condors are back to the top of the order. And Jose Parga, the shortstop, is digging in. Gonzalez takes about a 2-foot lead. Trevino's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Trevino checks the runner at first base. That pitch is fouled away. Thank you again to the architects who built this field for putting in a roof. Count is now 0-2. Trevino's pitch is swung on it. It's over the head of Green. Barthelmess will field it, and that will hold Gonzalez at second. And Pargas is in there with a single. Daniel Cabral is now coming up for the Condors. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Runners on first and second. First pitch gets by the catcher. The runners will advance to second and third base. That ball just got past McCarty there. That might be a costly error. McCarty is frustrated. He is heading up to talk with Trevino. We would like to take the time to thank Cuesta Athletics and the Film and Television Electronic Media Department for helping us get this game set up and helping us to film these games, giving the students a lot of experience in the sports broadcasting world, and just getting the students prepared for the future. Trevino steps back on the rubber. Count is 0-1 to Cabral. That pitch is fouled away behind home plate. Count is now 0-2. That ball is driven into left field. And that ball gets down, and Barron and Markridge collide in the outfield. That'll score 2 runs. And Cabral is on base with a stand-up double, 2 RBIs. And the Condors' lead is now 5-3. That is a 2-out, 2 RBI double for Cabral. Ramon Gomez is now stepping into the plate. Trevino's first pitch is taken for strike 1. That pitch is also taken for strike 2. Oh-2 count. 0-2 count for Gomez. That pitch just misses low and outside for ball 1. That pitch is fouled away. Count is still 1-2. Oxnard is looking to upset the Cougars today, as the Cougars are ranked number 1 in their division and 15th in the state. Oxnard, however, they don't have a chance to make the playoffs. They can still spoil the Cougars. They can spoil the Cougars' playoff spot as Trevino strikes out Gomez to end the 8th inning, but not before the Condors put 2 more on the board. They are now in the lead 5-3, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the 8th. And we are back for the bottom of the 8th inning. Condors put up 2 last inning, and the Cougars are trying to answer back. That first pitch to Mason Grotto is a ball. The Condors are still sticking with Brandon Townley. Townley just delivers another strike. Townley has currently pitched 7 complete innings, giving up only 3 runs on 7 hits. That ball is low for ball 2. Grotto swings and misses for strike 2. Cougars trying to find some source of momentum to try and take this game back. That pitch is low and away for ball 3. Full count now for Mason Grotto. The 3-2 payoff pitch is skied high in the air. That still looks like it's in play. And Mark Hernandez makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. That is 1 out for the Cougars. Number 27, the first baseman, Aiden Nagel, is now up to bat. First pitch from Townley is hit straight into the dirt, foul for strike number 1. Townley's pitch is down and away for ball 1. That pitch is outside. Outside for ball 2. Both the Cougars and the Condors now have pitchers in their bullpens. That ball is lifted high and foul. Just foul down the left field line. Townley sets. His 2-2 pitch. It's just outside for ball 3. Full count now to Nagel. Nagel calls the timeout. Steps back and Townley sets. Payoff pitch. That misses for ball 4. And Nagel will have his second walk of the day. That'll bring up David Martinez. Martinez digs in with only 1 out so far here in the bottom of the 8th. Cougars are going to need a couple runs in this inning to try and stay in it. That first pitch hits the dirt for ball 1. Townley's pitch misses for ball 2. Townley requests to have another baseball. His next pitch also misses for ball 3. Over the course of this game, Townley has been losing quite a bit of velocity on his fastballs, and he seems to be missing a lot more frequently than he was earlier in the game. The fatigue is starting to set in. But it looks like the Condors are going to try and let him finish this 8th inning. That pitch is a called strike 1. Townley sets, 3-1 pitch. Nagel takes off, and Martinez fouls that back. Count is now 3-2 to Martinez. Nagel takes a shorter lead. Townley's payoff pitch is fouled away back into the parking lot. Count is still 3-2. Nagel takes off, and that pitch is fouled off again. This has been an 8-pitch, about to be 9-pitch at bat for David Martinez. He is just wearing Townley down, hoping to get that one pitch that he could just drive into center field.
The killer almost got me, but I'm alive. Don't go into the girls' locker room. There's a killer in here.
Townley checks back at first base. Count is still 3-2 with 1 out. Nagel takes a shorter lead. Another payoff pitch. That is driven into left center field. And that ball will be caught by Antonio Gonzalez, and Nagel will have to go back to first base. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 8th. Cougars looking for some spark to give him a couple runs. Does not seem to be happening so far. Gabe Berthelmus is now coming up to bat. Hoping to get something going for the Cougars. Trying to get a rally. Townley's first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. The mic was picking up your apple. Townley's next pitch misses ball 2. Townley's pitch misses.
It's nice. Really?
That pitch is fouled away behind home plate. field. And Lima settles under that and makes the third out of the inning. Condors still lead now, 5-3, heading into the ninth. And we'll be right back. And we are back for the top of the ninth inning. Cougars made another pitching change. Zach Trevino's day will come to an end after 3 complete innings and 3 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. Now pitching is Jed Jensen, the freshman right-hander, and his first pitch will bean Kurt Trotter. Not Kurt Trotter, sorry. That is Nico Lima. His first pitch will be Nico Lima. And the Condors already have a runner on first. Now batting is Austin Maciel. That ball is popped up down the first base line. And we would like to thank the architects again for building this roof for the 4th time. That is 4 times that we have been saved by this roof from a foul ball. That pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 0-2. That pitch goes up the middle. That is fielded by Masato. That was Salud Martinez, not Austin Maciel, with that sacrifice. Nevertheless, Nico Lima will now advance to second base with only 1 out. And Raul Sandoval will be digging in now for the Condors. Jensen steps off the rubber. Checks Lima back at second. Jensen sets. And he checks Lima back at second. No throw. Green's giving him a signal. Jensen's pitch swung on and drove down the right field. That is rolled foul. Sandoval's digging back in. 0-1 count from Jed Jensen. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That is swung on and missed for strike 2. Jensen's 0-2 pitch. Misses just low for ball 1. The Condors are still warming up their 2 pitchers, but they seem to still be sticking with Townley as their number 1 pitcher. They might have him try to go a complete game. That pitch is hit foul down the third baseline. Count is still 1-2. Jensen's pitch just misses for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch misses. Raul Sandoval has now battled back from an 0-2 count. Fouled off a few pitches, and now he's got a 3-2. This is going to be the 9th pitch of this at-bat. Here comes Jensen's payoff pitch. And he did not go all the way around. That is ball 4. Sandoval draws a walk. That brings up the catcher, Kurt Trotter. Still only 1 out in the top of the 9th, as the Cougars are trying to get out of another jam. Jensen's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. He gets Trotter to chase that ball in the dirt for strike 2. Runners on first and second with only 1 out here for the Condors. Jensen's 0-2 pitch just misses outside for ball 1. That pitch is grounded. Martinez handles it cleanly, throws over to Green for out 1, and he throws back over to Nagel, and he gets the double play. Jed Jensen gets himself out of that jam. Cougars do not surrender any more runs, as it is still 5-3, heading into the bottom of the 9th for the Cougars' last chance to tie it up. And we are back for the bottom of the 9th. Brandon Townley's day is officially over, and stepping in for him is number 12, Shane Flanagan. The Cougars looking for at least 2 runs, or else their bid for the playoffs will be severely altered, and they will no longer be the number 1 team in their division. Flanagan's first pitch is a strike. Second pitch is another called strike. Oxnard again does not have a shot at the playoffs from what we have been told. They are last place in the division, but they can still try and play spoiler to the Cougars, which they are doing very well so far today. As Flanagan's next pitch is down and away for ball 1. Flanagan trying to get him to chase there, to no avail. And he gets him swinging. He gets Barron swinging. Coming up next is the second baseman, Thomas Green, hoping to get some sort of rally started for the Cougars. Flanagan's first pitch to Green is a called strike one. That pitch misses just high and away for ball one. That pitch misses high, ball two. Flanagan's got a much faster pace than Townley had. He is just pitching extremely fast. Just the pace between pitches is a lot faster than what Townley was doing. That ball misses inside for ball three. Counts now 3-1 to Green. And that misses high, ball four. And Green will draw a walk. Bringing up Ruben Mercado. Mercado has been substituted for, now stepping in as number 10, Brock Mortensen, a freshman out of Ventura, California. Cougars call upon a pinch hitter, yet not a pinch runner for Green. Mortensen is digging in. Flanagan takes a pretty good sized lead. Flanagan delivers. Misses for ball one. Flanagan checks the runner at first. He sets. That pitch is driven out to right center field. And that is hauled in. That is hauled in by Raul Sandoval for out number 2. And the Cougars are down to their last gasp effort. And they will be turning to Balin Markridge for the last chance for the Cougars. Flanagan sets. Count is now 0-1. That pitch misses just low for ball 2. For ball 1, sorry. He checks Green back at first. Green slides in safe. Markridge calls a timeout. And he digs back in here with a 1-1 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. That pitch misses inside, ball 2. Flanagan checks the runner at first. He sets and fires. Called strike 2. Cougars are down to their last strike. Flanagan sets. And a 2-2 pitch. It's high for ball 3. Count is now 3-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Cougars still down 2. Hoping to get a 2-out rally started. Count is now 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Green goes. That ball is driven into right field. And Lima makes the catch, and that'll do it for the game. The Oxnard Condors beat the Cuesta Cougars by a score of 5-3. And the Condors have now just shaken up the Cougars' playoff chances. Cougars, I don't believe anymore, are the #1 team in the division. And their playoff hopes are being shaken and changed as we speak. We would like to thank Cuesta Athletics for letting us come out here and shoot. And we will see you next time.